Welcome to my channel, and if this is the first time of you joining me on this channel, please do subscribe. If today is your birthday, we say happy birthday to you wherever you are. Today is the 7th day of January 2019, and we're still on the countdown to 2020. We're doing this from the 1st of January to the 31st December 2019. And while we're doing this, we'll be sharing testimony and we'll be talking about what we've achieved and how far we've come in this 2019. So once again, thank you for joining me, and please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, now we'll be talking about the chapter 2. We just finished the chapter 1, so we're going to chapter 2. And the chapter 2 is change your life. Change your life. That is the chapter 2. Change your life. Okay, we're still on this book, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. This book is written by Brian Tracy, one of the best-selling authors of Create Your Own Future. So today we'll be starting the chapter 2. We finished chapter 1 yesterday, and today we'll be talking about chapter 2, starting from there. And I think maybe within 2 or 3 days I should be done with the chapter 2. Let's see how it goes, and thank you all for watching. If you paint in your mind a picture of bright and happy expectation, you put yourself into a condition conducive to your goals. Norman Vincent. That quote by Norman Vincent. When you change the quality of your thinking, you change the quality of your life, sometimes instantly. When you change the quality of your thinking, you change the quality of your life. Sometimes it happens instantly. We're going to be picking out some points. And point number one, positive thinking. Positive thinking is not just a motivational ideas. It has measurable constructive effect on your personality, your health, your energy, and your creativity. You can choose your thoughts. Point number 2, you can choose your thoughts. The law of substitution says your mind can hold only one thought at a time, positive or negative. Your mind can hold only one thought at a time, positive or negative. The law of habit says any thoughts or action that you repeat over and over will eventually become a new habit. Any thoughts or action that you repeat over and over will eventually become a new habit. Point number 3, starve your negative emotions. Starve your negative emotions. Negative emotions exist only because you give them life and keep them alive. Negative emotions exist only because you gave them life and you keep them alive. Fortunately, you can change the situation by applying the law of emotions. You can change the situation by applying the law of emotions. This law states, a stronger emotion will dominate and override a weaker emotion. Point 4, the source of negative emotions. The source of negative emotions. There are 4 basic causes of negative emotions. 1, justification. 2, identification. 3, inward considering. 4, the blame. These are the 4 basic causes of negative emotions. Stop justifying. Stop justifying. Justification is what you do when you rationalize or create a reason for your anger and unhappiness. Remember, your negative emotions do no good. They are totally destructive. They are totally destructive. Instead of justifying your anger and unhappiness, you should use your intelligence and imagination to excuse the other person or let go of the unhappy situation. Make excuses for others. If you have a major life problem such as a divorce, a loss of job, or a failed investment, the same rules hold. Stop telling yourself and anyone who will listen why you are entitled to be angry or unhappy. One of the most important rules for success and happiness is don't be upset or worried about something that you can't do anything about, that you can't do anything to change. Don't criticize anyone for something that the person cannot change. Don't criticize anyone for something that the person cannot change. A famous law says, if there is no solution, there is no problem. If there is no solution, there is no problem. Two time periods. There are two time periods in life, the past and the future. The present is only a brief fleeting moment. You can choose to focus your attention on what has happened, which cannot be changed, or on the future, on what is possible, over which you have some control. You have some control over to change the future. Many people spend most of their emotional energy being upset. Many people spend most of their emotional energies being upset and angry about events that occurred in the past. This energy is completely wasted. This energy is a waste. Let it go. A psychiatrist with more than 25 years experience working with unhappy people wrote that two most common words he heard in his practice were the words, if only, if only. It happens that most unhappy people are hit back by some events that occurred in the past that they can't let go of. They can't let it go. They can't let it go. So they hold back to those events that happens in the past. They are still resentful, angry over something someone did, do, or say. They are still depressed, resentful, angry over something someone did, do, or say. This will be the last point for today. Reinterpret events differently. Reinterpret events differently. It is never too late to have a happy childhood. It is never too late to have a happy childhood. This means at any time you can interpret the unhappy event in your life at early age into something positive. You can interpret those rough time while growing up. You can interpret it into something positive. You can practice the law of substitution and look into those negative experience for something good. The law of substitution, you can practice it and look into those negative experience for something good. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is motivation to me. And please leave a comment below if there's any book you want us to talk about. If there's anything that you think that we should share, leave a comment below. If there's any great book out there that you think we could talk about that could motivate someone else around you, leave that comment below. And I promise I always reply my comment. I always reply. So leave your comment below and I'll get back to you. Please start something no matter how small. Start something and stay positive in whatever. Keep the energy, keep the fire. There's going to be a time when you feel like giving up. There's going to be a time when you feel like quitting, but don't quit. Don't give up. Let's fight this fight, and this is a good fight, and I know we're going to overcome before the end of this year. So thank you all for watching, and please don't drink and drive. Please drive safely, and suicide is never an option. Stay alive.